prioritize your mental health, because your mental health is everything worth prioritizing. Guys, it looks like the universe is about to smile on Hans this time around by bringing back Hans's lost jewelry, gold, in his chambers. Yes, the queen of his heart seems to return back to him. But what about Jonathan? Jonathan seems to be digging his own grave each blessed day, because as days passes by, Jonathan cannot even borrow small sense and reason for himself. He keeps on messing up things. Oh, Clara, you have really loved the wrong person. Now, I don't know what nature is playing with them. Is it that there is a game nature is playing with these two? Because Clara, since she went to that her new house, Hans has never paid her a visit there, and Jonathan have not gone there, but the two of them had to go there on the same day. How did this all happen? And guess the reaction that took place there. Jonathan took that money that Clara gave him and gave Auntie Teresa to prepare food stuff so that they can eat. And now they were all jubilating, and Benny was like, where did this money come from? And they had to label it miracle money. They all laughed. You know, when it comes to food, everybody go there in check, right? Okay, now Jonathan left to go and see Clara. Very, very ungrateful soul. Have you ever been with an ungrateful, proud, arrogant fellow? Hey, my people. Now, Jonathan was on his way there. Hans also got there. And Clara was surprised to see Hans come to her house. Now, Hans got inside to inform Clara that he just applied for a company to be opened in Canada. And the letter of approval was sent to him. And he will be traveling to Canada, because recruitment is ongoing to recruit his newly staffs that he's going to work with them. And Clara, upon hearing that Hans is going to Canada, guess what? You know this love that is always inside, hiding deep down, right? Clara felt bad. Clara felt like, I could stop this guy, but there was no way Clara could stop this guy. Clara had to discipline herself. And guess what? As they were talking, Oga Pride, Oga Pata, the almighty Big Joe had to knock the door. When Clara opened the door, Clara was surprised to see Big Joe. Big Joe started saying that, I've been such a big fool. I am sorry. Please, I want to come to thank you. Eh? Okay, I'm not yet finished saying what he came there to say. Immediately, he took his eyes and saw Hans. What did this guy do? This guy had to start calling Clara names. My people, prostitutes. What kind of nonchalant name have Jonathan not called this? Verbal abuse and physical abuse, and had to box Clara. Clara too gave it back. You know, she's one lady that doesn't take woto for an answer, right? She gave it back. When she gave it back and trust Hans had to dive inside, like when the dolphin dived inside the ocean. And did what? And got Jonathan well beaten. Jonathan was crying. Woyo, my eye, so my eye, oh. This guy like this, I don't know what to be this guy a problem at all. This guy cannot borrow small sense. Is this how somebody can be this foolish? A grown up like this? Hey! And what happened? They bundled him out of Clara's house. When he got outside, instead to humble himself and go home, what did he do? He had to call the devilish Emeka. Hey! Emeka, oh, just hear Emeka. By the mention of the name Emeka, hey! Demons begin to jubilate, because evil is about to prevail. Now, Jonathan said, I'm going to deal with you, Clara. Yes, you want to deal with Clara. Why touch the lives of innocent people? What happened? Emeka now said, let's sabotage that her business. From that, she will go to jail. When she goes to jail, we will see how she will stand to look at you and talk back at you. Somebody that just helped you. Somebody that have been supportive to you. Somebody that have been there for you, and that your child called Benny. You look all to repay the person by sending the person to jail. Jonathan, and you want life to give you a second chance in life? No way. No, Jonathan. And guess what? Jonathan had to disguise himself and got inside the restaurant, not knowing too that Emeka was just using him all along. Emeka, your own hellfire is not even in hell. Yes, you have a special place for your own hellfire. And when they got there, Jonathan had to poison the food inside that restaurant. Now, Emeka was filming in order to send it to Hans so that it will make Clara hate Jonathan the more. But I won't blame Emeka. I blame Jonathan, because Jonathan opened the doors of evil to come inside. When you open your door, that is how things will enter. Any kind mad person will enter, evil will enter, all will enter. That is what is happening to Jonathan. Jonathan now sneaked himself back to the house, and Benny saw Jonathan entering late at night. What did Benny do? Benny was shocked and surprised. Where is my father coming from? Your father is coming from doing evil, oh. Hey, my people, guess what happened? This is where I bend down, wash my hand off Jonathan. When Clara got to the restaurant, as innocent as she is, she had to prepare those food, and these unfortunate customers came to eat. When they came to eat, guess what? The poison reacted in them, where they started vomiting blood and coughing. Immediately Clara saw blood. Clara could not handle it. Clara had to do what? Clara had to collapse. She just fainted. Even if I'm the one, I would faint. Because taking a human being life is not something that you can even think of. Somebody eats your food and passed away. Hey, Jonathan, you have done your worst. I'm telling you. Hey, who will forgive this kind? And now, the people that were there, they had to call Hans. Hans that is always there to help. Hans instantly abandoned every schedule that he had, appointment, everything. Took marathon and got there. Took Clara to the hospital to save Clara's life, to save those people from dying. Thank God that Hans came on time. And that is how they rescued these people. Hans took them to the best medical facility. And that is how they were rescued. If not so, my people, as I'm speaking to you, Clara would have been in jail. And guess what? The government had to seal that business place of Clara. Now, Clara is unconscious. Hans is in the hospital. And guess what the mumu is doing? The mumu was seen fighting with somebody on the street. Hey, for 3,000. As they were fighting, as Emeka has planned his game. Hey, this beautiful lady had to come in and pretended to be as if she was just passing over, and she saw them fighting and had to come to help Jonathan. Hey, she had to step in and pay the money double. Jonathan was like, what a kind soul, and she opted to drop Jonathan in the house. And when she took Jonathan to the house, Jonathan was seated and appreciating her. She said, anything for you, just the first day you are seeing a man. Hey, Jonathan can never reason on this earth. I've always told people there are some people that will never change. Even if you give them 100 years, they will keep on being like that till the two of you will grow old and die. That's just the finish point. That is Jonathan for you. And now, Benny went to the hospital. Clara regained her consciousness. Benny was crying. And Clara was so devastated, worried, depressed, traumatized. She said she has offended nobody. You have offended somebody, oh Clara, without you knowing. Your husband. You got married to somebody that is an offender. And the offender came before you people. And your husband, who is a fool, is the one that have done this to you. And guess what, my people? Clara was so scared that those people were dead. Hans told Clara that they are not dead. Clara said, thank God. And that is how Clara was crying. You know now, this kind-hearted woman, that she have hurt people through her food, that she's finished. Hans said, you cannot be finished as long as I am alive and breathing. You cannot be finished, Clara. Hey! Do you have people like Hans in your life? My people, if you have one in your life like Hans, hold am tight oh. Yes, don't joke with them. People that are kind-hearted like this, people that are just looking for your interest, your progress, don't joke with such people in your life. People that are always at their beck and call to help you succeed, to climb that ladder. Don't joke with such people. Yes. Now, what happened? Benny got angry, went to see the father, to confront the father, of course. Why have you not gone to the hospital to meet my mother? Jonathan said that is none of my business. That serves her right. Just imagine, and Benny was like, so you think this beautiful lady that you just brought here is a beautiful replacement? Hey, I laugh in tongues because I know what is going to come out from this lady's relationship with you. I'm just watching like a television that, and she went her to the room. This child is always so brilliant. She always foresee the end before the beginning. And Jonathan said, don't mind her. And do you know what the lady said? The lady said children of nowadays are so rebellious that Jonathan should not bother. She understands everything, that she is here for Jonathan. You are here for Jonathan. That when did you come that you are here for Jonathan? And the mumu Jonathan was there smiling. Hey, if people were given the opportunity to beat the elderly ones, some of you, they need to lie you down and flog you by the buttocks. Yes. It's just that you people are privileged that you are the elder. Yes, that you are elderly than others. If not so, the way they would discipline and flog some of these elderly people, Jonathan, you deserve to be beaten. I'm telling you. Now, Clara was in the hospital. Hans spent the night in the hospital. That's not your woman, but you spend the night there with the person. And you paid the bills. You did everything. And guess what? Emeka sent that footage in whose phone? In Hans's phone. Hans saw it. Hans was terrified. That, oh no, Jonathan. And Hans showed Clara. Clara instantly skipped from the bed and said, blood of Jesus. Jonathan? Clara went to Jonathan's house and attacked Jonathan there. Jonathan said, what have I done? Clara said, I have done nothing but to love you, respect you as a man, support you, take care of Benny for you, and all you could ever think of is to repay me by sending me to jail, by taking the lives of people and destroying my business. Hey, Jonathan, you have just touched me from my bile. And that is how Jonathan was just looking. Jonathan doesn't know that Emeka took the image of him and sent to Hans, right? That is how he was just standing. And guess what happened? Hey, my people. Hans just showed the video to Jonathan. Jonathan now in the foot of rage. Jonathan now said, yes, I did it and I admit it. I did it. Yes, I'm doing it because I'm taking revenge on you. I want to destroy you. I want you to feel the pain that I am feeling because Hans have destroyed this marriage. Hey, my people. Hey, my people. Clara cried her lungs. And Clara said, Jonathan, I am completely done with you. You see, from this place I'm standing, I am done. I left this place thinking that your senses was going to come back. Then we can now start a new and beautiful family. But from the look of things, each day you grow worse and worse. I will not keep on with this. Jonathan, stay off my back. Clara, I deal with you. Pangpe. No. Let me hear you in the comment section below. If you are the one, what will you tell Jonathan? And the fool was standing like that. And Clara left. You know what Hans told Jonathan? Hans told Jonathan that you just missed the treasure that God gave to you. Yes. And Hans also told Jonathan that you are the reason why some women don't support men. You are the reason men like you harden the hearts of women. And Jonathan was standing and Hans left. When Hans left, guess what Benny, Jonathan's daughter, said? Father, you are a disgrace to fatherhood. I stand here and despise calling you my father. I cannot even bear the... knowing that you are my father, it makes me sick. It makes me have malaria. Hey, my people. Are you hearing what Benny is telling this guy? And the fellow was standing like that and Benny left. Benny said, you took away my biological mother. Now you have chased away the one that raised and loved me. Why are you like this? Why are you this evil? And Benny left. Clara now left, and guess what? Jonathan fell on the couch and was crying and holding his head and trying to lament that, oh, what have I done? What have you done? If those people would have gone to the grave, will you be here standing and saying, what have you done? Clara would have been in jail and those people will be in the grave. And you stand here to say that you feel sorry for Clara? Hey, my people, what will one not see outside here? Hey, God. Now, Emeka and Debbie were so happy. They were just so happy that they have set the record straight, that everywhere is burning like the burning bush. You know how Moses was in the burning bush and everywhere was burning, right? And they were singing it, Moses in the burning bush. That is what is happening to Jonathan, Clara, and Debbie. Hey, and that is how Emeka was jubilating with Debbie, and they had to say that they would give a purse, that they should just sit back and watch how the drama unfolds. It shall never be well with the two of you. If you are watching me and you are this type, you better desist from your evil ways, because you are heading towards destruction. Now, Clara went to the house. Guess what? Hans went and met Clara. And what did Hans tell Clara? Hans told Clara that, okay, with all this that have happened, this is where I say nature seems to smile on Hans this time around. Are you happy? Let me hear you in the comment section below. Or you are unhappy. Hans told Clara that since I'm going to Canada, a lot of toxicity has been happening around you. A lot of evil have been taking place. Just come with me to Canada and start all over again. And Hans was serious. Clara said, I would have loved to go with you, but what about my daughter Benny? I can't leave my daughter here. And what about the investigation? Hans said, as for the investigation, forget about it. The detective will be carrying it on and the culprit will be brought to light. Clara said, I can't go with you, okay? Benny is my pride. Oh, Clara, I really salute you, this woman. You really know how to take care of somebody. Benny is so lucky to have you as a mother. Benny is so blessed to have you as a mother. Aye, Clara. God bless you wherever you are. Now, what happened? Benny was standing behind, and when Benny got this conversation, Benny now told Clara that, Mom, go with Hans, go with him, okay? I will stay with my dad. Just go with him and start all over again, start a new life. You have suffered too much. And Clara felt the pain. Clara held Benny and they cried. Benny said, I'm sure, mother, go and start all over with Hans. And Clara said, are you sure? She said, yes. That's why they started crying. They hugged each other. And now Clara now turned and told Hans that, if I am coming with you to Canada, which I support you go with Hans to Canada, Clara, I will go with you on one condition. On the condition that you are going to buy a roof, a house for Jonathan, so that my daughter will be staying inside with Jonathan. I don't want my daughter to be stranded one day because Jonathan is so wayward and useless that my daughter might not have a roof to stay inside. I just hope they don't buy this house and Jonathan sells it. Oh, hey, because Emeka is going to tell Jonathan to sell this house. And guess what? Hans said, is that all? Clara now said, I also want you to deposit a huge amount of money into Benny's account so that Benny will not suffer, so that her education will be guaranteed, so that her life will be guaranteed, so that she will just go and withdraw and take care of herself with it while I'm not around. Hans now said, it is done. Hey, just like that, Hans. You two, you're not easy. You just say it is done. Hey, are you Dangote? Clara was shocked. Clara hugged Hans and started crying. Clara said, then I will go with you. And Benny also hugged. That is how all of them were crying. Is this not a beautiful family that's supposed to be like this one? Not the kind of Jonathan that is just acting like a cankerworm, looking for a brain to keep eating and eating and eating until you become a skeleton. Hey, talking about Jonathan. Jonathan was in the house. Emeka came and met Jonathan again. Emeka said, forget about that canker worm, that stupid crying, those are crocodile tears that she was shedding here. Forget about her. She has moved on. She's cheating on you. You have to go on to with your own life. And guess who? This lady came in and said, and I'm ready to move on with you. And Jonathan was happy. The lady took Jonathan. They went to Jonathan's bedroom, and the lady had to do Jonathan some body massage. And that is how Jonathan was enjoying himself. Jonathan does not know that he is enjoying himself in his grave. How I wish somebody could have wake up this guy. Yes, somebody could have waked him up so that he can see. It really shows that some people don't have brain to reason. They reason on other people's brains. Emeka have really plotted everything to destroy this person. And now, before Hans will want to travel, I just hope that the hand that Hans was going to buy it, Jonathan will not sell it. And I just hope that Clara will be safe before traveling. And I also hope that Emeka will not destroy Benny as Clara is leaving. Let me have your point of view in the comment section below.